Hi everyone, Beth here. Thought I'd better give an update as to why you haven't heard from the Alberta Paranormal Investigators Society for a while. Cheesy background, but I like it. So, in the past 4 years, we haven't really done any investigations in the past 4 or 5 years. And reason being is I did suffer quite a huge loss in my family. A loved one was battling cancer, and I was out there trying to help out, and unfortunately, they didn't make it. And around the same time, we had quite a few other losses. But while they were getting chemo treatment, we all kind of went our separate ways, and I just let the society lapse. We're still registered, we're still incorporated. Our name is still incorporated, but we're not a registered society right now because I did let it lapse due to the fact that I had more important things. And shortly after the person passed away, I actually got sick, and it took them about 2.5 years to figure out what was going on with me. That was sorted out, being treated for that. It's fine. And then it was about last year. I've been getting lots of encouragement to restart the society, and it seems that there is still an interest in it, because I was contacted twice last year by the Edmonton Journal to do a couple pieces, and I will get into that in a minute. So last year on Facebook, I said, you know what, my health is getting better. I'm going to actually regroup and get the society going again. And then I got sick again, and it's something completely different. And I'm under doctor's orders right now, so it's treatable. Everything is getting better. It's going to take a while, so I'm even off work right now, and so I've got time on my hands. But once I get over this hurdle, I have been encouraged to get the society back together and possibly get some investigations going. And if this happens, I want to take this in a totally new direction. I want to make it more accessible to everybody, and we're going to start new. We're going to start fresh. I would like to apologize to anybody that's been emailing the TAPIS account. Again, I've been concentrating on other stuff, and so we haven't really replied to anybody, and I apologize for that. The best way to get a hold of us, or me, is through our Facebook account, which I will put the link in the description here. And I will try to respond. It may not respond right away, but I will try to respond to everybody. And I will be going in there, and I noticed that we have a few people requesting to join, so I will be going in there and going through all that. So again, my apologies. I've been concentrating on a few more important things. So the immediate future, and this is all depending on my health again. Well, the immediate future for right now, because I have time on my hands, I'm actually going to be going through the previous investigations and getting the video and audio together and more information. And I'm actually going to be putting together new videos for this channel. I have state-of-the-art video and audio equipment now, so I should be able to clean everything up a little bit better and maybe present it a little bit better. So it's going to take a long time, but again, got nothing but time on my hands right now. So while I'm healing, I'm going to try and get that all together. And I know in the past I've been contacted about doing a podcast, but again, my health went down. So that kind of went to the side. So maybe on Facebook doing live video, maybe doing a live stream here where you can ask questions and I can try to answer. We can get into a discussion about whatever you want, demons, and your paranormal experiences, whatever. And I may do a few of my few videos where I'm sitting here explaining to you some of my theories. So that's just for the immediate future. So what is the future? Well, right now there is so much competition out there. As far as investigating and websites and YouTube channels and all this other stuff, a lot of people, they do see the shows that are on TV and they want to do it because it looks like fun and adventurous and that. And so there is a lot of competition out there right now. But someone said to me, actually a couple people said to me, I've got over 20 years experience in it. I should be actually hanging in there and maybe bringing some of these people under my wing. So the future is that once we get up and running, is maybe getting a few more, well, getting some more people, new blood on the society, because it's always good to have new ideas coming in. As we have to kind of compare theories and that, and always have to keep up with the times. And I'm proud to say I've removed the stick out of my butt. I know I had the nickname in the community of the paranormal bitch, which I actually kind of found hilarious. But I can understand because I was very protective and anal about our team. And the main reason for that is in early days, we were getting emails about a couple other groups and complaints. And if those complaints were true, they were very disturbing. And so I wanted to separate us as far away from everybody else as possible. And so I became very protective and very anal. So I've dropped that now, not totally, but one thing I've realized, and I've noticed through kind of going through YouTube and that, there's a lot of competition out there, but it seems to be more of a competition on who can get most popular, or on this is my territory, not yours, and some of it's kind of really, and I know we seemed like that at one time. Again, we didn't mean to be, it was just me being overly protective. And I think one thing that good groups have to do is collaborate, because if one group keeps information to themselves and another group keeps information to themselves, how are we supposed to get any answers? So maybe once in a while collaborating would be a good thing. Again, won't be collaborating with the groups we had complaints about, and definitely I don't think they'll be collaborating with me because they don't like me too much. Which is fine. Everybody can disagree. Just play nice. So maybe some collaboration in the future. Equipment. So there is equipment that we have that we never even got a chance to use in any of the investigations because everything kind of snowballed fast in my life, in my personal life, and like I said, everybody kind of went their separate ways. But there are pieces of equipment that I've been researching, and once we get this thing going again, I'm actually looking and investing in. They seem interesting, and there was one thing I never thought I would ever invest in or get, because when they first came out in early days, I was so against them. I was so against them, in fact, and one of our investigators was so for them, in fact. Pardon me, it caused a rift between the two of us, and we went our separate ways, which is sad. But that's the spirit box. Now, I really didn't like them. and because everybody was using them and it was picking up radio waves. And my problem that I had with them, and it was proven in one of the investigations that we did, I was in another part of the building with one group, and part of our group was with somebody who joined us on the, excuse me, apartment noises, yay. Anyway, I was in one area at the other end of the building, and part of our team was with a person who was who worked for the building, and she brought a spirit box along. And when I was reviewing the footage, the problem I had with the spirit boxes were, of course, it picks up radio frequencies, and when you ask questions, voices are supposed to come through it. And a couple of problems that I had is it's a whole psychological thing, because when you ask out a question, whatever the spirit box stops at, you're going to hear an answer similar to the question that you asked out. And it might be saying a totally different thing. The frequency or the radio wave or whatever at that moment in time, it might have picked up something completely different. So it's all psychological. And the other problem that I had with them, and this was proven in this investigation, was the fact that we had digital recorders. They had digital recorders and equipment. And the spirit box with it, when something actually try being picked up on one of the digital recorders, it was so hard to listen to it and try to hear it over that noise. No matter how much I tried to decrease the noise of the spirit box and try to bring up, it was very hard. So that piece of the audio was contaminated, and that's what I didn't like about it. I've tried to stay away from the paranormal shows, but I did see, I was working on the computer and I just had the stations on in the background, and I was watching one show, and then one of these shows came on, and I didn't realize it until I heard the and they were using a spirit box. And the same thing, I was hearing something completely different than what they were hearing. But recently, again, off work, have nothing really to do. I've been doing a lot of watching YouTube and a lot of urban exploring. I love urban exploring. If I was younger and if there was really cool places in Edmonton to do it and not get caught, I might be doing it once I get healthy. But one of the links to a link brought me to this paranormal group who's on YouTube in Britain. And they were using a spirit box. And the thing that I was quite amazed of was how clear some of the responses were. Some of the responses were your typical, you can't barely hear it, but some of them were quite clear. And they were actually getting full sentences that pertained to the actual question that they were asking out. And the one thing that really made me sit up and take notice and went, wait a second, there might be something to this, was they were in a place where they used to hold Italian prisoners of war. And while they were wrapping it up, they said goodbye. And clearly through the spirit box came arrivederci. And I went, wait a second, how many British radio stations are there going to be that has somebody saying arrivederci, and what is the coincidence about that? So I went, maybe there is something to this. So I'm willing to give it a try. Like I said, I've taken a stick out of my butt, and I'm willing to give things like that a try. Just as long as other evidence doesn't get contaminated and it's in a controlled environment, then maybe we'll go for it. And there are other pieces of equipment, like I said, that I've been looking into future purchasing for future investigations. So the future of this channel, like I said, immediate future is updating some of our past explorations or investigations, and putting them on here in a more better, clear format. Future, again, investigations are hard to come by now because there's so much competition out there. But the future for this channel is to actually bring in the cameras like the viewer is coming in with us, and making it like a true channel. And I'm thinking of even exciting things like live chat, live stream on YouTube, where during a vigil or during a part of the investigation, we can link into YouTube for a live chat, and you can be with us on the investigation and ask us questions, and maybe you can point out things that maybe we didn't see, like, wait a second, there was just this that happened, you know, so you can be part of the investigation. I think that would be very interesting. And like I said, bringing it all up to date using new technology. So there is a future for this if it happens. So I want to thank you for watching my videos today. I hope this kind of cleared up why you haven't heard from us for a while. Again, I apologize for anybody who's emailed the TAPIS account that you haven't had a response. I have rarely been in it. Those of you who asked to request to join the Facebook page, at which, again, link below, I will go in and accept your requests. There might be some going back a year ago, and I apologize for that. And the best way to get a hold of me is through Facebook on our Facebook page. And I may not answer right away, but I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. And because I'll be busy editing our past investigations and trying to bring the audio out clear and putting them down here for you, so so you can hear and see what we've seen in some of our investigations. I want to thank everybody that supported me and the group in the past and now. And if anybody would like to get any updates, please subscribe, or again, join our Facebook page, and I'll try to update you on where we are, where my health is, how things are going. If you click the bell button, you will see that when we upload videos and that, if you're interested. So anyway, again, thank you very much. Thank you for your patience. We're going to give her another go once my health is sorted out. And again, thank you very much. Bye.